Okay, so good evening and good morning if someone is from some other time zone. So welcome to my training on performance testing and engineering. So this is Kishore and you see my contact number and mail ID over here. And here is my YouTube channel. Like go to YouTube and can search for performance testing real-time training. So let me show you. So this is my YouTube channel. Okay. So or else if you in case you want to search in like in near future, so you can go to YouTube and search for performance testing real-time training, and this is my channel that you see with my my phone number and name. All right. So I will upload this session as well now, to my channel, this demo session, and like I am going to offer like first 10 sessions for free. Okay. So all the performance testing basic sessions for free, that comes around like 10 to 15 hours, 10 to 15 hours, right? And yeah, so these are the concepts I am going to cover in these free sessions. Okay. So like I will start with SDLC, testing lifecycle, performance testing lifecycle, requirement gathering, performance test plan and its components, and HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, CRUD operations, HTTP basics, and these are all performance testing basics or performance testing fundamentals, and what is performance testing and performance test types and their significance, right? And CDN and how CDN works. And we'll have a quick assessment as well. We'll have a quick assessment, and prerequisites for performance testing, two-tier versus three-tier architecture, goals, importance, and loss of performance testing, importance of performance testing, and all these concepts I will be covering in the free sessions, first 10 to 15 free sessions. Okay, till I will basic SQL queries, and some sniffer tools like Fiddler, Wireshark, and F12 developer tools. And I will end with this, performance testing and like list of performance testing and engineering tools. So I'll be covering these, 82 slides, whatever we have in the first 10 to 15 hours, right? These would be free sessions, right? So before I start demo, like I would like to thank everyone who is part of my performance testing and engineering journey. This around 15 years of performance testing and engineering journey. My parents and family for their extended support, and my this is my first organization, so I would like to thank my first organization, and like my all these colleagues in App Labs, right? And these are my I also would like to thank my colleagues, mentors, managers in my professional career. I have a whole list of my mentors or colleagues or managers to whom I am thankful for this this long journey of 15 years in performance testing and engineering, and all my other previous batch trainees and all my competitors, right? So this is the preface, like and this this is the agenda. So these are the concepts that I am going to cover in this demo session. So first, I'll give a brief introduction about myself and unique features of my training plan and course duration. What is performance testing, types of performance testing, and who are all ideal participants for this, right? So I'll be covering all these in the, this is the agenda of today's demo session. I'll be covering all these concepts, right? So let me start with, my introduction. So I'm an MCA graduate, and, I have like 14 plus years of experience in IT. So 12 plus years into performance testing and engineering. So I started my career with AppLabs Technologies. So AppLabs Technologies, if you heard it, it's the world's first largest independent software testing company, right? So it was later acquired, around 2010 or so. It was acquired by CSC, right? So like I started my career with the Applabs Technologies. It was it's an Indian company, and it evolved as world's first largest independent software testing company. And I worked on all major tools like till now I worked on all major tools like LoadRunner, JMeter, WebLoad, Seal Performer, and in these domains, retail, healthcare, banking, and finance domains. All right. So my next organization is Tech Mahindra. So I got chance to work on these. Apart from web and web services protocols, I worked on multiple protocols like TrueClient, Java vUser, ComDecom, Oracle NCA, Oracle 2-tier, and Web Apps 11a, and so on. So I have experience on around 10 plus protocols with LoadRunner, right? So, and this is my third organization, Bank of America. So I got chance to work on, I got exposure to banking domain, and I got chance to work on JMeter, Jenkins, Splunk, Introscope, right? Dynatrace, WebLogic Console, OEM, AppWatch, capacity planning test. And this is, like I'm a certified associate in JMeter, Splunk, and Dynatrace. So Splunk and Dynatrace, I have done like my certification while I was working for Bank of America. JMeter certification I have done recently in 2020. So I'm currently working for a reputed ERP product-based organization as a principal performance engineer. So this is about myself briefly and my experience. So I have started these trainings in 2018. So, like I have handled around 10 batches till now, around 100 plus students. So, in the last 6 months, I was able to show placement for out of 15 people. In the last 6 months, I was able to show placement for 11 people, 11 guys, right? So, and the current batch, the latest batch was completed this morning. So it was 10 plus batch. Previously, it used to be 5 members or 5 to 10 members per batch, but the current batch is 10 plus, like we are expecting more placements in this month. In yeah, of course, December is a lean period, right? So, we are expecting more placements in Jan or Feb in the next coming 2-3 months. All right. So this is my introduction, and let me go to unique features of my training plan. So these are the salient features of my training plan. Okay. So every day we will have daily aptitude test, or table topics for the first 5 minutes. So this is to accommodate late joiners, as well as few organizations are conducting aptitude test, right? So if you see, like, Exiliad is one company, like which conducts, aptitude test. Let me show you that mail. Okay. So I got this from one of my trainees, right? So online test link, Exiliad Pune, right? So there are many other companies like which are conducting, like aptitude test. So you can see this is a link to aptitude test. All right. So you have to register yourself, and you have to attempt this aptitude test, right? So not only this, but there are many other organizations like which are conducting this aptitude test. So that's the reason, like, I spend like first 5 minutes for aptitude test, and alternatively on alternate days I will take some table topic, right? So table topic is like we will pick one concept, and the participants trainees have to speak on that for a minute. All right. So this would be for the first 5 minutes. So the next 5 minutes, like we will be having daily assessment on the previous day concepts, right? We'll have daily assessment on previous day concepts, and theory or scripting sessions would be like 50 to 60 minutes a day. So this is the breakup for like a 1.5 hour session. So the timings of this batch, the new batch would be like 8 to 9:30 a.m. Okay. So, like, out of this, like this is the breakup for like out of that 1.5 hour. So this would be the, breakup, right? So first 5 minutes we'll be having daily aptitude or, table topics, and daily assessment for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. This would come around 5 to 10 minutes, and theory and scripting sessions would be 50 to 60 minutes a day, and Q&A session, doubt clarification would be 10 minutes per day, right? So this would be approximately 1.5 hour. So, and like I will cover scripting. I made it scripting simplified and easy to understand. So also these scripts, whatever I cover, like, those are from like most of the scripts will be given in scripting test. Okay. So in the around like 15 to 20% of the organizations, they give you a script and ask you to work on the script in 1 or 2 hours, right? So if it is, if you attend directly, of course, nowadays, like we are having like they're giving 1 or 2 days time. So let me show you that as well, which I got from again one of my trainees. So recently Udemy, like, one script was, given on, hold on 1 second, let me open that. So you can see, like, my trainees have, worked on the script and submitted this. So let me find out that particular mail. Okay, I think I don't have that, but I included that in my, training program. So let me show my, scripting scenario sheet. So these are the scripts that I am going to cover in the training in this course. Okay. So, PT scripting scenarios, like, these are the scripts that I'm going to cover. So I'll be covering around like 20 scripts, around 15 to 20 scripts. I included this, Udemy script as well. So because, and Amazon, like TCS gives this script for as part of an interview evaluation process. So, I'm covering this Amazon script as well. All right. So I should be having this Udemy script as well, which is given by one more organization. Okay, so here it is. So this is the script that I'm going to cover on Udemy. All right. So you have to log into Udemy and search for free courses and select any course, enroll in the course, log out from the application. These are the step-by-steps given in the as part of. I don't remember the company, but hey, is anyone from my previous batch?
Yes, sir. అవునా అప్పుడు దాకా పోతే అవునా.
Yes, I do remember that which company gave this Udemy script. Do you remember by any chance?
ఈజీలీ అనుకుంటా సార్.
No, not easily add. Not easily add. Okay, okay. I will. Anyways, so the
ఫస్ట్ పద్నాలుగు అయినాయి.
There is some background noise. Yeah. Okay. So, right. So I'm going. So these are the scripting scenarios that I'm going to cover, and these are the scripting scenarios that I will share this Excel sheet to everyone, like those who joined the training. All right. So this is Udemy script that I'm going to cover. Apart from this, like, these are bit complex applications that I'm going to cover. Like which involves some web custom request and some scripting challenges. All right. So there will be around like 15 to 20 scripts that I'm going to cover. So I will show you like how to record a script and how to, like enhance the script if possible in the demo session. So, like one free FAQ that I face from students is like how much coding will be there in performance testing. There will be hardly 10 to 10% or 10 to 15% or 10 to 20% max of programming, that to basic programming only. Okay. So like I'll be covering around, I have covering the scripts that I have shown just now to you, and most of the scripts are of different companies interviews. These are covered in scripting. So, and scripting hands-on mandatory for every participants. Every trainee has to do this scripting, and they have to share the script to me for review, right? So you can see here, like, like see my previous batch trainees, like they have shared the script for review. So everyone has to share the script for review, right? And so like we are targeting JMeter certification. Yes, most of my previous batches, they are like around 75% of the trainees are certified in JMeter Pro certification. So LoadRunner, like LoadRunner license is certification cost is around like 15K. So if someone is interested to do LoadRunner certification also, I would be supporting. And I'll be covering three protocols: web services, and true client. And hands-on training with real-time examples, and 15 plus scripts given in scripting test of various companies. So I'll be covering 5 sample applications and 2 to 4 real-time applications for scripting, right? So coming to this table topics, like like we will take some topic, and I'll ask trainees to speak on that for a minute every day on alternate days basically. So one day we will be having aptitude test, and the next day we will be having table topics. And we are leveraging several digital platforms for training, assessment, and assignments and assessments. So you can see I'm using Google Classroom. So I'll be giving assignments over here. So for each batch, I create a a separate classroom like this, where I would be giving assignments, assignments to the trainees or students, right? So, and apart from that, we will be having weekly and monthly assessment. These are online assessments, right? And once the training is completed, I will be helping in resume preparation and 5 mock interviews as well. So mock interviews, this is to, to not miss the real interview opportunity. So first mock interview, I will take myself, right? And so apart from myself, like, I will schedule 2 mock interviews by though my friends, like help of my friends who are working in service based companies and product based companies, different service based and product based companies, right? So I'll, like I will schedule 5 mock interviews, and this is to make you comfortable with the interviews, and like to not miss any real interview process, right? So yeah, so the last the last feature of unique feature of my training is learn while you learn. So this I will be explaining, like once you join this, like yeah. So going back to the agenda, right? So like another important FAQ, like frequently asked question in from a from or any important question query that most of you may be having is, to whom is this idea, whom to whom is the training suitable, right? So anyone who has a professional qualification like BTech or NCA or MSc computers or BCA freshers who are in active job search, and manual test engineers, right? Manual test engineers and BPO non-IT employees who want to pursue their career into IT, those who want to move into software testing, or those who want to move into IT, like this training would be suitable to them. So these are the ideal participants. And I repeat once again, like one important FAQ from my one query that you may be having is how much coding is required, right? How much programming is required for this? Because I have some few guys from non-IT background also. So to whom is this training suitable, right? And how much amount of programming or script, programming or coding knowledge is required, right? So performance testing script development is done by the tool. If possible, I'll show you how we generate a script as well at the end of the session. So basically, we need only 10 to 20% of the scripts require some programming knowledge, and that too basic programming like if loops, for loops, and 2 to 3 lines of code max, 2 to 3 or 4 to 5 lines of code. That's it. Okay. And that too, like not all the scripts, but 10 to 20% of the scripts only require some custom coding. Am I clear over here?
Yes, sir.
Right? And what are the career prospects and compensation, right? For performance testing. So this is another FAQ. Most of you also may be having a query. What are the career prospects and compensation for performance testing, right? So I'll explain what are the average packages in service based and product based companies as far as I know, right? So as far as I know, these are the like so if it is a service based company, they offer around number of years into 2 lakhs package. This is the average package is, right, number of years into 2 lakhs, right? And like max package is like as far as I know, for less than 10 years experience, number of you know hold on, so let me put it to the next line. So the max package is like number of years into 4 lakhs. Okay, this is the max package that I know for performance testing, right? Average package is number of years into 2 lakhs. In this, if, right? Average package is number of years into 2 lakhs, and like of course. So this is in product based companies. So you can expect the package in this range, right? So one of my trainee got like 11.13 lakhs package for 3 years experience. 3 years experience, right? Till now, these are the highest packages that my trainees got. Okay, and this is from Morgan Stanley. I have the offer letter as well. Okay, I have their offer letter, and 10 lakhs for 4 years experience in Hyderabad. Hyderabad, this is the highest package that my trainees got. Okay. Right. So if you are after once the training is completed, like you can claim like 2 to 3 years of experience, right? So minimum 2 to 3 years of experience you can claim, like a minimum 3 years of experience, right? And this would be the packages, like you can expect, like if you are into manual testing, or if on completion of a training, like you can expect up to 6 lakhs package if you have like 3 years experience, right? To someone who is having 3 years experience, right? And max package that you can expect is number of years into 4 lakhs. These are the numbers that I know as far as my knowledge, right? Maybe more than that, like previously, recently Salesforce offered like 55 lakhs package for 5 years experience. Sorry, for 10 years experience, right? So these are the career prospects and compensation details for performance testing and engineering, right? So this is the max package that I heard recently in Hyderabad. Like 10 years experience guy was offered 55 lakhs for 10 years experience, and the company is Salesforce, right? So it's a product-based company. Like, so, as you can see, as per the ratio as well, product-based companies offer more than service-based companies, way higher than service-based companies. All right. So these are some figures, some numbers that I know. All right. So these are the career prospects and compensation for PT. And I have already explained digital platforms we are leveraging for training, and course contents for beginners and advanced level participants. Let me show you like what would be the course contents for, beginners and advanced level participants. So these are the course content for beginners and advanced, right? So I'll be starting with performance testing basics and LoadRunner Professional 2020 with web services and two-client protocol, and JMeter 5.4. I'm covering the latest versions of both these tools, and monitoring with open source tools and analysis, developer tools, Fiddler, basic SQL queries, SQL tools, and Git and GitHub. So these are the course contents which are required for up to 3 to 4 years, and this will come around like 150 hours. Okay, so let me show you. I will maintain a tracker for each batch. This is my latest batch which is completed this morning. So, and like here you can see like on which day, like what is the session time and how much time it went, what are the concepts covered, right? And who all are the participants, right? And you can see like it was, see, the last session I took was on this morning, 25th December. So we planned a separate session on 27th December for performance center exclusively. So you can see like the total number of hours came to be like around 150 plus. Of course, I did not I missed it to capture few details on few days, so it came around like 150 hours. So that is, it's on that basis, like like I announced as like the training would be, course duration would be 150 plus hours, right? And these are the advanced concepts for those who are working in performance testing already. So these would be the advanced concepts that I would be covering. So it will come around 50 to 60 hours, right? So right, so the concepts may look more, but like here you will be having scripting. So we'll be spending at least 1 month on scripting with LoadRunner and JMeter, minimum 1 month of the course, like it will be going for like scripting. Okay, so these are the performance testing course contents, and I will share this to everyone. Like if you can share your WhatsApp number, I'll share this course contents to everyone. So coming to the next one in my agenda. So scripting scenarios to cover in training, which I have already shown, right? These are the different applications that I am going to cover in scripting, right? I have already shown you the scripting scenarios, just now, and like I will show you, like I will create one demo script for you, like just to show you, like there are like few guys like who are not having any programming knowledge, so they are worried about like how much amount of programming will it require. So this performance testing will require. So to like to clarify that, I will show you one sample script recording and enhancing the script. So probably I will do it in the I will record a separate session and I will upload to my channel this thing, right? And coming to placement assistance, like I would be preparing CV for you, for everyone in the batch. I know, like with some good real-time projects and a proper CV. Like most of my trainees are, every one of my trainee, like those who are having 3+, they're getting at least like 4 to 5 calls per day. So that is because of the open source tools that we kept, and the way the profile is, or CV is created, right? So I'll provide placement assistance as well. So terms and conditions are like, you have to, everyone should work on the script and assignment, whatever I give on a day-to-day basis. I'll give it in, I will assign it over here in the Google Classroom. You'll get a mail. Whenever I give an assignment, you'll get a mail. You have to work on that assignment or, script, and you have to work on it and you have to share it to me, right? So these are, like, and you have to turn on the video so that like you will pay attention to the session. And from this batch I am going to record every session and upload to some online I'm uploading to box.com. I'm going to upload to box.com, and I'm going to share the recording sessions to everyone. All right, so I'll take a pause here. So if you have any queries, so let me address those queries. I will make I will make sample applications install on your machine, everyone's laptop or desktop, right? I will make you install all the required applications, whatever applications I use for scripting. So LoadRunner, I will provide you like I will share you this software, and the Toad is some DB tool. Like if you want to run some queries, SQL queries, like practice some SQL queries, you can use this DB Toad or DBWork, right? So I'll make you install all these tools on your machine. So I need like at least 8 GB RAM. Like your laptop or desktop should be having at least 8 GB of RAM, right? So right, as you can see, like I'll make you install these tools on your machine, and you can practice the queries like this, right, on your own machine at your comfortable time. So sample applications, this is one sample application that I would be using, right? And GitHub, and like I would be helping you out in installing all these whatever tools required for your training purpose. Postman tool, so LoadRunner and JMeter and Postman tool. So you would be installing on these on your machine, and you will be working independently on your machine. Okay. So Zoom meeting also allows us to take control of your machine, right? I can take, if you are stuck up somewhere, or if you are facing some issue, like I can take control of your machine, and I can quickly help you out to fix that issue. So I'll take a pause here. So, like I will address any queries. Like I will share the soft copies of the PPTs to everyone. So you can see here, like right? So I can share like this. I can share the soft copy to you. So this is performance testing introduction. So once this performance testing, there will be like 10 to 15 hours on this performance testing basics, which are free of cost. So once we are done with this performance testing basics, like I will be starting LoadRunner, right? So, and once LoadRunner is completed, like I'll be starting JMeter. So JMeter, we got a new version this month. Yeah, in December we got a new version of JMeter, JMeter 5.4. So I know, like, and also like you can clear this JMeter Pro certification after this training is completed, right? So once this LoadRunner JMeter are completed, so I'll give you like Java basics. I will be covering Java basics as well, and whatever required for 3 to 4 years experience, I will be covering, right? So, right. So I'm not going to cover Java programming completely, but I know I will be covering Java basics, whatever required for a performance test engineer. Okay. So I'll take a pause here. If you have any queries, any queries. Guys, do you want me to stop recording? Do you have any queries or no?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take your silence as no. So hold on. So assume that this is the online application that you are testing and you want to create a script. You want to create a script for this particular application to test this application, right? So let me quickly show you how do we do that with performance testing tool like LoadRunner. I will, if possible, I will create another demo session with JMeter and I will upload on my YouTube channel. So this is my VUGen, like LoadRunner component VUGen. So which stands for virtual user generator. So you go to file, new script and solution, right? You first create a, you give a script name. So you will select a protocol, right? So protocol is nothing but communication language between your browser and server, right? You can see here, as soon as when I put my cursor on the protocol, it shows like at the bottom, if you see here at this portion, emulation of communication between browser and a web server, right? So protocol is nothing but communication between browser and server, right? So once you select the protocol, let me give a name to this script. I will say it as AOS search and I will name it as shop and checkout. I gave a name to the script and I will create a project, right? So I will create a project with this name, AOS Advantage Online Shopping. So like it will create a folder. So if you want to create a new folder, like you have to check this, right? So by default, your script will be saved in this location. So you just give your project name and your script name and you click on create button. Right? So once you click on create and just record the script, start recording, and here you select the browser, whatever browser you want to select for the recording, right? So you'll select a browser. So as I am using Chrome, like for all these, like I will select, Microsoft Edge for this or Firefox. I will use Firefox browser. Okay, so there are certain recording options that you need to set. I will explain that in the course, in the training. So you click on start recording. Okay, say okay. Right. So once once you select the browser, and a browser will be launched automatically by the tool, right? And like there is a provision to give comments over here. So you will give the step names like this. Launch AOS. Okay. Click OK and browse that URL advantageonlineshopping.com.